A convicted murderer of a Scots teenager has become engaged to a woman who has supported and campaigned for his innocence for the past 20 years. Luke Mitchell stabbed 14-year-old Jodi Jones to death in the woods near her home in Dalkeith in 2003. They had been dating for 4 months. Mitchell, who is serving a life sentence, proposed to Gemma Chapman in November at HMP Shotts in North Lanarkshire. The killer was transferred back to the high security prison after failing 2 random drug tests at Greenock prison, which he blamed on mistreatment by fellow inmates. Luke Mitchell was just 14 when he murdered Jodi Jones in Midlothian and was later sentenced to serve a minimum term of 20 years before being eligible for parole. The teenagers had made plans to meet on the evening of June 30th, but according to Mitchell, she never showed up. Jodi failed to return home, and Mitchell claimed to have been alerted to her body by his dog while out looking for her. She was discovered with her hands tied behind her back, her throat cut, and her body repeatedly slashed. Following a 10-month police inquiry, Mitchell was accused of her murder and was 16 when he was convicted at the High Court in Edinburgh. He has lost 4 appeals, but has attracted a significant following of online supporters convinced of his innocence since a TV documentary was aired in 2021. Fiancée Gemma Chapman has defended Mitchell, describing him as a kind, caring and loving man, insisting that he was wrongly accused of the brutal killing of 14-year-old Jones in Dalkeith. In a letter written in 2005, Chapman disclosed to a friend, "I could go on all day telling of 4 or 5 different people who could have murdered Jodi, and the funny thing is, all of them would have more evidence to prove it was them than Luke did. It's so painful being away from the man I love, and I feel angry because I don't know the truth and I'm still standing by him. I'm confused and very scared of making the wrong choices. I don't want him to be guilty and be wasting my time with him." A source told the Scottish Daily Express that Mitchell asked the prison's permission after he was returned to Shotts, since his parole condition would only permit him to be with named women if granted. Now 36, Mitchell was denied parole last April after a psychiatric report branded him a sexual risk to women. Maintaining his innocence, he has now instructed lawyers to lodge a petition for a judicial review of the decision of the Parole Board for Scotland not to release him on licence last month.